US President Donald Trump has issued a sanctions warning to Russia as Moscow continues its strikes on Ukraine. Peace talks between the two sides appear to have stalled as European leaders respond to a drone incursion by Moscow into Polish territory.
Less than a month after meeting with Vladimir Putin in Alaska, President Trump says he's losing patience with the Russian president and renewing his threat to put new sanctions on Moscow.
It'll be hitting very hard with sanctions to banks and having to do with oil and tariffs also. But I've already done it. I put a 50% tariff on India because they're buying oil from Russia.
Diplomatic efforts to end the war in Ukraine have largely stalled, despite 3 rounds of peace talks in Istanbul this year. And now the Kremlin says it's pausing negotiations after accusing Europe of interfering with Russia's security.
It was not Russia moving towards Europe with its military infrastructure, but Europe, as part of NATO, always moved towards our borders.
It comes as European leaders express concern over Russian military actions in the region. On Friday, Russia and Belarus launched a planned joint military exercise with thousands of troops. And earlier this week, NATO fighter jets scrambled to shoot down Russian drones that crossed into Polish territory. In response, France says it's deploying fighter jets to protect Poland's airspace as part of a larger deployment of NATO air and ground assets in the region.
Russia's recklessness in the air along our eastern flank is increasing in frequency. Whether intentional or not, it is dangerous and unacceptable.
President Trump has suggested the drone incursion was a mistake, but Poland and Ukraine have rejected that theory.